Hey, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another video. Alright, today we're doing something a little bit different, as we like to do from time to time on this channel. But I got home from work, and truthfully, I don't have the energy to give into a reaction, which sounds ridiculous, I know. But it's just one of those things where it's like, a reaction's so, you know, you've got to really pay attention and, you know, give a lot to the video, otherwise it just becomes cheap shit. Just you stealing other people's material at that point. So I really try to make reactions more, if you know what I mean. But I've got home from work today. My dog shit on the floor, so I had to clean that up, which legitimately took like an hour because he's walked all over it and it was smushed into the ground. So that was just lovely. Like after coming from like a 9-hour shift, just what you want is to clean up dog shit. And he's now sitting there feeling sorry for himself. So yeah, I just want to do this video because I've seen it floating around absolutely everywhere as of lately. And it's the most ridiculous thing I think I've ever seen. So you guys have probably already seen it. I think quite a few people have already made videos about it as is. But I was flicking down X, formerly known as Twitter. And my god. What is Kick? What is Kick? Genuinely, it's you can do anything on that platform. Jesus Christ. So essentially, what has happened here is a good example of what not to do when something sets alight and starts to burn ablaze. Because panicking in a situation like that, the worst thing to do. And yes, I know it's far easier said than done, given if you're in that situation. And I've never been in this situation myself, but obviously I've been in situations where, you know, the pressure's on and, you know, something's happening and you just draw blank and you freak out and, you know, everything goes tits up. And it happens, it does. But this is a video on what not to do. It's a masterclass, if you will, on what not to do when something sets ablaze in your house. So, this girl was streaming on Kick. I don't know what her actual Kick name is. From the looks of it, it's Hey Hi, it's Danny. So good old Danny over here. Casually cooking in her underwear. Because why not? It's Kick. You gotta make money somehow, am I right? So, I don't know if that... I've never actually watched any of her streams, and I've never been on Kick, to be honest with you. So I've never been over to that channel and had a look. I don't know if this is her regular kind of stuff, or if she does other things, like just IRL kind of stuff. But today, or I think it was yesterday or the day before, she decided to cook something in her in her lingerie, which is wild. And yeah, I'll play a quick clip so you guys can see what we're going to be talking about today.
That shit is smoking so much.
It's so, oh my god, Tanner's on fire! It's on fire!
Bro.
What do I do?
Turn it off. Turn it. What the fuck?
What do I do?
Bro, turn
what
it
do I
off.
do?
Turn it off.
Tanner, hurry up! Tanner,
Turn it
Tanner,
off.
Tanner! Turn it off!
I don't know what to do.
So yeah, as you can see, I really genuinely kind of just lost for words. I know that this is like the meta when it comes to streaming. You get half naked, just enough to scrape by on the TOS, and you do something completely irrelevant to that. But you gotta show off your body because you gotta rake in those views, you gotta rake in the subs and the money. You gotta make ends meet, goddammit. So, you know, you gotta respect the grind. But she clearly does not know how to cook. Or if she does, like I said, panic has taken over her and she's just completely fucked it. So, I don't know, like, I know what started to go wrong. Clearly, you've got the heat far too high. But when things start to burn, when the steam's coming off of it real bad, and the oil's flaring up, and it's making that sound real bad, yeah, that's when you turn down the gas. Oh, from the looks of things, when he hit it, it's an electric hob, I'm pretty sure, because they have those little rings that just heat up rather than it being an actual flame, which, you know, thank God. So yeah, when that happens, all you have to do is turn it off or turn it down or take the frying pan off of that hob, put it onto another one that preferably isn't on, otherwise you're going to have the same issue. What she decided to do was stare at it, realize, shit, this is starting to kind of become a problem, until eventually it set ablaze. And then she starts to freak out. Of course, she shouts to what I'm assuming is her boyfriend, who comes rushing in, who is no better of a situation than what she is, because he starts to freak out as well. Nobody knows what's going on. She's asking what to do. She's screaming for help. He's freaking out. He doesn't know what to do. And it's the worst kind of situation to be in. Now, again, don't get me wrong. I know when situations like this happen, it's real easy to just freak out. And your mind goes blank. And what is the most obvious solution is probably the last thing on your mind. Because everything's just racing through. You're probably thinking, shit, the house is gonna be on fire. We might die. I'm pretty sure they're in an apartment complex, because I'm fairly certain the landlord saw this and they almost didn't get their deposit back for the house because of the state of the kitchen afterwards. It was all toasty and burnt, which, you know, you expect when stuff like this happens. Yeah, it was real bad. And like I say, you do forget. Your mind goes blank. You don't know what to do. And like I said, the most obvious thing becomes the last thing on your mind. But what not to do, luckily, spoiler alert, luckily, it does work out for him. But this, what I'm about to show you, is the furthest thing from what you should do when you have a fire of any kind, if it's able to move. See that? Did you see that? Do we need to go back? You saw it? Alright, good. That, my friends, is what you do not do in any kind of fire situation. If that flame is movable, you do not move it. It's insane. Like, flames need certain things to survive, and one of the main things it needs is oxygen. The best thing to do is deprive it of oxygen. Simplest thing to do in this situation, which again, probably didn't come to mind because you're freaking out, is to get a lid and just put a lid on it. Quite literally, just put a lid on the flames. Alright? That, not all the time, don't get me wrong, it'll not save you every single time, but most of the time, you just plop a lid on it, it'll deprive it of the oxygen that it needs, and the flame will just die. There you go. You're good. Or, if you have a handy fire extinguisher somewhere in the house, get one of those. Use one of those. It's simple. You can get little mini ones, spray it, although, you know, not many people carry those around because not many people are expecting to have a fire. But if you do have like some sort of fire extinguisher handy, of course use that. Do not ever shut, the dog's barking in the background. Do not ever put it underwater. Do not do that. I know it sounds smart because you're like, water puts out fire. Hey, I've got this one in the bag. Don't do that. Don't do that. It, if anything, makes the flames worse. Hello, dog. Even the dog's upset. He's like, why did they do that? Why didn't they listen to you? I know. It's so upsetting. Yeah. Water, when it's like oil-based especially, does not work. That will make the flames so much worse. Do not do that. But definitely... Again, it worked out for him. Do not slap the pan and spray oil and flame everywhere. He is just so incredibly lucky that there was nothing in that vicinity that was able to burn, because he could have made that situation a million times worse. She's out there with her ass out. He's going to be out there with his ass out because it's going to burn all of his clothes off, and they're both going to be set ablaze inside their own home. Because he decided karate chopping the handle and sending oil and flame everywhere was the smart thing. Evidently not, because somebody was looking out for them and saved their goddamn life. But, yeah, man. I just wanted to talk about this because I've been seeing it everywhere. This isn't the first time this has happened, by the way. Believe it or not, I mean, you get loads of cooking streams. Most of them are like people who actually like, you know how to cook and have like common sense. But this is not the first time it's happened. This has actually happened to another streamer that I know of, where she freaked out when it happened. Because again, I don't know if she didn't know what to do, or again, just that whole, what is, like, I'm gonna set fire to everything. Shit, what do I do? But she, from what I remember, sort of just like ran out of her complex and just started screaming, help me, which I assume somebody came and helped her. I don't really remember that video that well, but we're not gonna get into that too much. But yeah, all in all, 10 out of 10 video. It's apparently been watched more than 20 million times, which is absolutely insane. So no doubt she's gonna have way more followers and subscribers with this kind of antic. Maybe don't, set your house on fire all the time. I try to stay clear of that one because, I think you'd be doing more damage than good. Unless you're pulling in numbers like fucking Kai Cenat, getting like hundreds of thousands of subs every month, and you're just raking in so much money that it doesn't matter. I still wouldn't recommend it. You'd probably go to prison at some point. But yeah, just wanted to talk about this because it was absolutely insane when I saw it. Yeah, awesome. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a little bit with me today about what not to do when your house almost set ablaze. You're very welcome for all this information. It's free, by the way. Completely free. Yeah, if you enjoyed it, please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It does help massively, and I do massively appreciate it. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.